Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson looking to throw right away. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. On the option to give to Williams here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
That 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To the air again, Burrow. Slant pass to Bulley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the option, here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Burrow will throw. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. That penalty is declined. McPherson on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Mac Jones with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Brock Purdy, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down and 3. Here's Burrow. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Jackson back into his end zone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean,
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll go option to the short side. Skirts by at the 15. And some space here. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So following the failed try on fourth down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Jackson will throw again. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd and very short. Burrow, quick slant caught by Chase. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. They'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Burrow on 1st down. Being chased out left. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San